Messages like these are popping up all over Nashville in memory of Tennessee Titans great Steve McNair, dead at age 36. Good evening and welcome to Channel 4 News at 10. I'm Alan Frio. Thanks for joining us. Just in the past few minutes, we've learned much more about how Steve McNair and another woman in an apartment died today. The former Tennessee Titan quarterback, Steve McNair, was found shot to death inside a downtown apartment, a condo. Now, police have just identified the woman. She is 20-year-old Sahel Kazemi. We have crews working every part of this city right now, covering the investigation. Of course, we have reaction from friends, family, and teammates as well. And the incredible public outpouring of grief tonight over someone who was perhaps the best-known Tennessee Titan ever. Now, we want to begin with Josh Devine live downtown at Lee Street with newest details on this investigation. Josh, what have you found out?
Well, first, Alan, let me set the scene. This is 2nd Avenue South and Lee Street here in downtown Nashville, a rather quiet neighborhood, but throughout the course of the day, this became a crime scene. And as you mentioned, really within the past 20 minutes, we have learned the series of events that unfolded here today in a large regard. Let me step to the side because the investigation continues tonight. The latest information, as you mentioned, is that we now know that the woman who was shot and killed here is Sahel Kazemi. As for the number of bullets each of these victims took, we know Steve was shot several times. We know the woman was shot once in the head. They actually were able to find the pistol by her. As for who discovered the bodies, well, here's what Metro Police spokesman Don Aaron told us just a short time ago.
As far as the circumstances of how the bodies were discovered, shortly before 1 o'clock today, Wayne Neely, a local sporting goods dealer who is a close friend of Steve McNair's, who co-rents this condominium with McNair, went by again shortly before 1 o'clock. The door was locked. He unlocked the door, went in, saw them on the sofa, saw McNair on the sofa and Miss Kazemi on the floor, but at first blush he didn't think anything was wrong. He walked to the kitchen, and when he walked back he saw the blood.
This has been a lengthy investigation throughout the course of the day, and throughout the course of the evening hours, we saw the medical examiner arrive. We also saw the coroner here around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, taking both of these bodies from this particular crime scene. We also saw a tow truck take away a Lincoln Navigator, which we believe to be Steve McNair's, and also a Cadillac Escalade, which Metro Police have confirmed has a registration with both Sahel's name on it and also Steve McNair's name. It's actually registered to the same address as Steve's new restaurant here in town. We do know from Metro Police that she was a friend, but they are not willing to divulge any more details about the relationship between the two of them. We do know that there was no note found at the crime scene. We don't believe right now, according to Metro Police, that the wife was in any way involved in this. We do have a reporter over at the McNair home and will be there in just a few moments. We do know that Sahel Kazemi was arrested early Thursday morning for driving under the influence in downtown Nashville at the intersection of 12th and Broadway. Apparently, Steve McNair was with her at the time of that arrest. He was the passenger in her vehicle. Again, police took both of those vehicles from this scene earlier tonight. Obviously, they're going to play a part in this investigation, and there are still a lot of questions to be answered out here. Exactly what are the circumstances leading up to this shooting, and most importantly, when did this crime happen? There are reports that Steve was seen in town right around 1:30 in the overnight time frame, but of course, police didn't get the call to this location until 1:32 this afternoon. So when the crime happened is still very much a question that is supposed to be answered. We are hearing from Metro Police that they should be able to offer us more information sometime early tomorrow. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Josh Devine, Channel 4 News.
Okay, Josh, thank you. We have some new information. Also, we understand we have a picture of the young lady who was found in that condo at about 1:30, 1:35 this afternoon. Her name, and there's a picture of her, her name is Sahel Kazemi. She is 20 years old. The owner, or not the owner, but actually the person who was renting the condo, walked into the condo at about 1:30, 1:35 and saw Steve McNair on the couch, saw this young lady you're looking at right now, Sahel Kazemi, on the floor, didn't think anything was wrong, walked into the kitchen, saw a lot of blood, and that's when he called police. Again, she is identified as 20-year-old Sahel Kazemi. The Channel 4 I-team has been looking into why McNair was at that condo in the first place and his connection to Wayne Neely, the man renting it. Here's the I-team's Jeremy Finley.
Several witnesses described seeing Steve McNair out late Friday night at restaurants and bars. At some point, McNair came here to a condo he knew well, a condo rented by this man, Wayne Neely, a top salesman at Nashville Sporting Goods. The owner of the building, Metro trustee Charlie Caldwell Jr., described seeing Neely after McNair's body was found.
And Wayne Neely and Steve are good friends, and he was very upset and very shaken for something like this to have happened.
Neely had rented the condo for 4 years. He developed such a friendship with McNair, they were even involved in a softball team. Over the years, this condo became a place for McNair to come and hang out. But the owner of the building says McNair was there sporadically, and the condo would be empty for long periods of time.
When he was in town, and he had friends maybe coming in, then occasionally we would see Steve's car parked outside.
Caldwell also lives in the building. He says knowing McNair enjoyed coming here made it that much more tragic that he died here.
Well, it was a surprise to me. You know, I've been knowing Steve for several years and just a great guy. And for something like this to happen, it's a tragedy, and it should not have happened.
I'm Jeremy Findlay for the Channel 4i team.
Caldwell says the last time he saw McNair at the condo was about 6 weeks ago. We could not reach Wayne Neely for comment tonight.